Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, this is Miss T. Today we're going to talk about intermediate colors. And we're also going to mix them with oil pastels and then make a fruit drawing out of them. So you're going to need oil pastels. I have my 6 main colors, and then I also have white, black, and brown. You need some drawing paper, a pencil, and either a wet paper towel or a baby wipe, because with oil pastels they do get messy and they get in our fingers. So first we need to list our intermediate colors, and we need to practice blending them. So with our white drawing paper, I'm going to divide our paper in half and then in thirds. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just for practice. Now we have our 6 blocks. Now our intermediate colors. Do you guys remember them? Let's start off with our reds. We have red violet, red orange. Now our yellows. We have yellow green, yellow orange, and our blues, blue green and blue violet. So we're going to start with our red violet. Take your red oil pastel. We're going to lightly color in a little space with our red, and then our second color is violet, so I'm going to lightly color that on top. And then with our finger, we're going to mix them. You can do a circular motion, or you can do an up and down motion. And you should start to see your oil pastels mix. Now you can go back a second time and add more red if you like, or more violet, or both. And it's good to do it lightly first, because if you do it lightly, you can always go back in and add more color. But if you do too heavy or too hard right off the start, you can't take a white oil pastel. All right, looking good. Same process with the rest of our colors. Red, orange, we're gonna start off with red lightly. Get our orange in there. Now, I'm not going to blend with my red violet finger, because then this color will get onto my red orange. So what you could do is you can switch fingers, or this is where our baby wipe or our wet paper towel come into play. You can wipe off some of that. And now that's cleaned our finger a little bit, and then you can mix and blend. Now to me, I think that needs a little bit more orange, so I'm gonna go back in and add more. There we go. And then you just keep repeating the process with your other colors to make your intermediate colors. I love intermediate colors. I love blending them. Now remember, I'm not gonna put my red-orange finger on that, so I'm either gonna switch fingers or clean my finger. And oil pastels are so much fun. It's like painting with a crayon. I love using them. Now if you start to see some colors getting on your oil pastel, like I have some red on my yellow, just take a paper towel and you can wipe that off. remember to hold your paper still with one hand and then blend with the other. Because that will help you with the blending and keeping the paper still. Two more. Remember, do it lightly first because you can always go back in and add more. But you can't erase or you can't take away oil pastel. So it's better to start off lightly and then add more if you need it. Alright, and there we have our 6 intermediate colors with oil pastel. Now what I want you to do is I want you to try to draw some fruit or vegetables and color them in using our intermediate colors that we just created. So let me show you an example. I think I'm going to do a peach using yellow orange. So with your pencil, you're just going to lightly draw out the fruit that you want. And I think peaches have like a little line at the middle, don't they? I thought they do. Whatever, just have fun with it. As long as you're trying and having fun. And then I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna add a horizontal line behind my fruit. And can you guys guess what that's for? To make our fruit look like it's sitting on a table. So with my peach, I think I'm gonna do mainly yellow orange, maybe add a little red orange too somewhere. Let's see how it turns out. We're just having fun. All right, yellow orange. So usually with fruit, they're rounded. If you pick a fruit that's rounded, I want you to try to color in curved lines like that. Try not to go up and down. Try following the shape of the fruit. So I'm gonna start adding in my oil pastel in a curved line. I want you to try that out and see how you do. So I'm adding my curves. And the reason I say color in with the curved lines is sometimes it helps give the illusion that the fruit is round. Put some back here. All right, let's get my orange. I think, let's see, I'm going to add some orange here in a curve. Maybe some here. And some right here. And I think I'm gonna add some of that red orange down below. Or yeah, red orange or red yellow down here. All right. Now, again, same thing with the coloring and doing it as a curve. I want you to mix the oil pastels in a curve. So take your finger and we're just gonna follow the curve downward like you were coloring. And then follow the curve down this way. And that just sort of helps give the illusion that the fruit is rounded, almost kind of like a 3D effect a little bit. Now sometimes it's hard to do the curve in the middle, so that's okay, just try your best. And hold your paper still with your other hand. Then I'm gonna bring some of this red and orange up this way. I'm pulling my oil pastel upward with my finger. Same thing on this side. And do this line right here. Awesome. I think I see some white spots still, so I'm gonna go back in and still color with a curved line. I really love how it's blending right here. I'm gonna add a little more orange. And we'll put some back here. And same thing, blend, going the direction that you colored. So in a curved line. What I'm trying to do is get rid of the white spots that are popping through on my paper. Let's add a little bit more red down here. So since I added my oil pastel lightly, I can go back in and add more if I want to. Mix this at the top. Now I want to make it seem like this part is behind the front part, so I'm gonna darken that with some red, and that gives the illusion that it's back behind over here. And we're gonna make this brighter and pop it out in the front by adding more yellow, a bright color. Let's take some brown and do my little stem right there. Alright, I'm getting happy with that. Let's talk about the table over here. Let's do brown, because that will pop out all those other colors, and I think I might add in a little black. Let's see. So since my table is flat, I'm gonna do horizontal lines. So I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to my piece of fruit as possible without mixing the colors. Now, me personally, I don't like to color in the whole table. That's just what I like to do, but you are more than welcome to color in your whole table if you want. And then I'm gonna blend in around the edges of my fruit. And then I'm gonna come out here. And since my lines were horizontal, that's the way I'm gonna blend. I'm gonna blend them horizontal like that. I'm just going back in and filling any white spots that I want. Now I'm also going to take my black, and I'm going to give my piece of fruit a shadow where it's sitting on the table. So I'm going to gently add in a little bit of black to give the illusion that there's a shadow where my fruit is sitting on the table. And black is a very powerful color, so use it lightly at first, and then always go back and add more if you want. Awesome. And then I think I'll get my white and wipe this off. I think I'll add a shiny highlight part somewhere. About right here. All right, guys, how we doing? I'm happy with that. So I want you to check out the other video I uploaded. I did a pear and some cherries, and I hope you have fun. And it's okay if you get messy. That's part of art. Miss you guys. Be safe.